Okay, so I wanted to kind of like go over this piece of form or this paper. Um, so some people ask me like why I don't do Texas and why I stay away from Texas, particularly counties that require attorneys. Although there are some counties that, you could still file and you don't necessarily need an attorney. But this is a perfect example of like why, if you work a county that requires an emotion, you do need an attorney. I was just going to walk you through. A lot of people ask me, I live in Texas. I came to Texas to do tax deeds, but not particularly overages. Overages came about for me after, the auction started closing for COVID. So I just want to walk some of the people, uh, the steps, and this is like case in point why I don't file overages. And I see why some people can get discouraged, especially if you are dealing with counties or you're working with an attorney on overages. And I kind of wanted to just show you, this is like a perfect example. I was like, oh, I have to share this because some people are just curious and they may know. So this is, it says, how do I make a claim for excess proceeds? By the way, you guys, when I am, before I even look at a list, I want to make sure that, the county is third party friendly, because it doesn't make any sense for me to get a list to try to find the claimants if, I can't claim as an individual. So this particular county, I was looking up for a student, and I realized that I'm not going to work it, and I would not advise my student to work it. And I really don't advise students to work with attorneys, but to each their own. You can do that. Who am I to say? But this is what I wanted to explain. It says here in writing, it says how to file a claim for excess proceed. The first thing you have to do is you have to file a motion before the second anniversary of the sale. So, Texas is 2 years. It says use the cause number in the original tax case. So they give you an example of how you do it. It says you may hire an attorney to bring your claim, but you can't do it yourself. Um, but it also says you be aware that an attorney cannot charge you more than 25% of the amount you receive. So, whichever is less. So, even attorneys are capped in Texas. There are a few where it is capped to 10% for like third parties like ourselves. So, every county in Texas is not, does not require an attorney. But as you guys can see, the first thing you got to do is you got to file a motion, right? A lot of people don't want to do that. Like, and if you're not an attorney or if you never sued anybody, you don't even know what filing a motion. So first you got to file a motion. The second thing is you call the court to get a submission date and time to the court to consider your motion. So basically, it says submission means that the court will consider your request by reading your motion in evidence rather than having a hearing in a court case. Then after that, you have to notify others about your motion. So you have to send a copy of your motion with the written notice to every party in the original tax case. You guys see how like this is like, it's like it could go on and it could be discouraging. That's why like I stay away. Number one, I stay away from counties that require attorneys, and like you got to file a motion and you got to go through all these steps. Like there literally are counties where you just fill out a freaking form and get it notarized and send it in. But you see how like you got to file a motion, then you got to call the court, then you got to notify everybody about your motion, and then you have to wait and see what the court decides. So anyway, in a nutshell, and then it says if the court grants your motion after a 30-day wait, the district clerk will send you a check at the address of the order, less the fees. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys my 2 cents on number one, why I don't deal with counties that require an attorney. Number two, when you do this, you're looking at like a 5 to 6 month window. Now, the counties I do, depending on the amount, because sometimes the higher the amount, the longer is the wait. But most of the time, if you're dealing with stuff under 30 or 40,000, I promise it's like a 60 or 90 day. The longest you're waiting is to get the claimant on board. Honestly, the counties are pretty efficient if you're not having to deal with this BS, like file a motion, call the court, notify others about your motion. Like this could be discouraging, especially if you're trying to get to the bag. So I'm not trying to discourage you for those that want to go this route. by all means do that. But I'm all about getting in and out. And so I just wanted to kind of like share this because I know a lot of people are like curious, or you may listen to other people, or other people may tell you that you need an attorney or you must. I'm here to tell you, I'm not selling no wit nickels. I am not an attorney. I never been an attorney. And I have filed claims on my own as an individual for claimants. And one of the main reasons is for this very reason right here: how to file a claim. This is all for attorneys. Like, and I wouldn't even want to do this. And that's why I really believe that a lot of attorneys don't mess with this, or they give you such a lower percentage, because even though you bring somebody to them, they got to do all the paperwork. They have to file the motion. They have to do all these procedures. So anyway, needless to say, this is why I stay out of Texas. And it says this is a Texas rule of civil procedure. Ain't nobody want to do that. And then they say that be aware that the motion in the notice must be provided at least 20 days before the submission date. Like, oh my God, like, come on, right? Like, so anyway, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on how to file a claim if you want to go with an attorney, or if you are an attorney and you want to deal with, counties like this. This is what you have to look for. Now, every county may not make you file other motions with other people, but this is the process. And I'm like, I'm not doing all that. Like, experience has taught me I don't even have to do all this. I could simply go to a county where they have you fill out one piece of paper and have it notarized, and you get a check. You guys see my checks, and they're not fake. So anyway, I just wanted to give you your 2 cents. If you decide that you want to work with attorneys, or you want to go this route and work in counties that require attorneys, this is what you have to look forward to. Happy investing, guys. And this is just my 2 cents of me ranting about counties that only deal with attorneys. Talk to you soon. Happy investing.